at the seams, but I don't know what to say. But forget about all that. We have a lot of musicians, a lot of people out of work, money, and you've come up with a great concept, a song downloaded, everybody rock, Talkin Coronavirus Blues by yourself, J.P. Williams for Foundation MusiCares. So we talk a little bit about that today, my friend.
I really appreciate that opportunity, Tom.
Yeah. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say that we're sitting here and I'm watching and talking to a lot of musician friends, and everybody's jobs are canceled. It just goes across the board, and concerts are canceled, bars, restaurants. No matter what musicians I know that play out, perform, they're getting canceled, and a lot of them, rely on that as their whole income, and I heard one musician say, we can't work from home, and that's absolutely true. It's not happening. So I decided, that I had this tune in my head. I had this. I kept hearing this. The line from the song you're about to play, which goes, "Wash your hands, don't touch your face." And I kept going through my head, and I kept hearing it, and I thought I really like to do something with that. And I looked at all the stuff that's out there, and it's great to be YouTube and do a little live thing, but I thought I'd really like to get some musicians involved. But I wasn't sure how to do that, because not all the people I play with are able to record at home. Not everybody has a home studio, So, but I did get a hold of Lou Pereira of Luphonic Sound, who does a lot of work for us out live and has done recordings for us in the past. And we put together some packages that people could record simply if they didn't have a studio. A couple of the musicians do have their own home studio, and we coordinated it with Lou passing things around, and got this song put together. And everybody worked for nothing. There was no money involved. They all donated because they knew it was going to be donated their time and talent. They knew it was going to be for charity. And we picked the COVID-19 relief fund that the Grammy organization runs, so that it would go directly to musicians in need. I'd let them decide where the money goes, and we're trying to raise some funds out there. We did a video on YouTube. Let's talk about that a little bit later.
Sure. Let's get to the tune. Talkin Coronavirus Blues right now. Thank you. We'll be right back.
Wash your hands, don't touch your face. You get any thoughts about leaving your place? Every day we get more bad news. Fact and fiction are so easy to confuse. Maybe you're scared or can't believe it's real. Just look around and tell me how you feel. Doctors, nurses, EMTs on the front line. Essential workers now all combined. Fighting a war we can't afford to lose. On the COVID-19 blues. Talking coronavirus blues. Yeah, the COVID-19 blues. you closed everything we understand. A dark cloud is spread out across the land. Staying at home is the price we must pay. The music is paused, but I know it will return one day. It feels like the world is coming apart. All this misery is surely breaking my heart. In this together, like it or not. Quarantine yourself is the best advice I got. Cause the whole wide world is on a short fuse with these COVID-19 blues. Talking coronavirus blues. These COVID-19 blues. Everybody is suffering with these COVID-19 blues.
Thank you. There it is. Thank you, JP. Thank you for the Talkin coronavirus blues. Come on back in.
I'm here.
All right, buddy. Man, you were talking about all the people that donated their time, your musicians, your friends, and again, yeah, they're online and they're doing their thing, but these guys, you guys, your lives are created every day for the shows. You always had a place to go. Never thought there was going to be this day where you could not go out and perform. What? It is like, the Twilight Zone we live in. And for so many people, yourself, and express that, that is what you guys do.
Well, a lot of it is you're absolutely right, Tom. I think you've hit the nail on the head. I mean, I've known a lot of musicians, that sometimes we get sick. I mean, sometimes, gigs get canceled and stuff like that. But, it's short-term stuff. This here has been like, and we still don't know when it's gonna end, and we don't know how it's gonna resolve. I mean, you can open these places up, but are people going to come back? Are the club owners or the concert promoters, are they going to be able to pay people? So, these are all things that we're kind of, hanging on here, trying to figure out, what's going on and how it's going to be. I see people like we were talking before the show, a little bit about how there's a lot of entertainers out there doing streams and concerts and, from their home. And I think that's great. I mean, that's wonderful. I've watched a ton of stuff, that's out there, and it's great. I just hope they're making some money. I hope people are putting a few dollars in the tip jar, It's really hard to tell what's going on, but I think that it shows that, there's some desire some need rather to make some money. And I'm real hopeful that that's going to pay off for them because it's some tough economic times out there for them.
Yeah, and with PayPal, my friends around here in the Milwaukee area, I've watched them and helped a little bit myself. PayPal is pretty nice because you can put that in there. And you're right, $5, $10, whatever, and God bless them. And it's something I can't believe you guys your talents are put on hold. A lot of the dreams, I guess. Whoever thought that there wasn't a day you couldn't go out? I said that before, but as a fan, to see that. But there's so much creativity online, though, that I do see. I mean, so don't know. I just pray for you guys in the industry and what you're doing. I always wanted to kind of have some type of fundraiser on my show. I kind of tread gentle with this show because I'm blessed to have music. This is a hobby of mine, but I'm not trying to make any money off of anybody. Ever have,
Well, One thing I'll talk about real quick that I wanted to mention is like on our when you go to if you go to my website www.jp-williams.com, there's this song that you just played. First of all, we're giving it away as a free download, whether you donate any money or not. That's because my goal was not to make any money with this song and doing it, and not to make money for anybody except for the musicians out there. But if you go there, you can find out more about. I got a page up for MusiCares and everything else. You can get a free download, and you can donate there. There's a link to the donation, and we're asking people like to donate $1. Okay, I mean, like, these are tough economic times, I mean, a lot of the musicians, said to me, I don't have any money to give you. And I said, yeah, I know that. Just share the link, put it on your Facebook. Doesn't cost you anything, and I got links out on my Facebook page too. You can type JP Williams and get there. But it's just like give $1 if you can. Give $5 if you can. Give $10. I had a friend of mine the other day. He gave a lot more than that, and it just depends. What you can afford. But everybody's on the verge of suffering with this. We don't really know where the economy's going, and this makes fundraising right now a lot more difficult. So I can see that.
Yeah. And you mentioned, God bless, for the free download. Take the song, pass the song, and then through that, it always sparks the karma too, for giving and blessing people.
Yeah. Well, I think that was the right thing to do. I know a lot of people say, donate $1 and we'll give you the song. I thought about doing that, but I'm interested in spreading the message. And if you go to YouTube, there's a video, and I don't know if you had time to look at it, but there's a video that has all the lyrics and photographs and things like that. We used all free photographs from that were available from Unsplash, and a friend of mine who's actually played with me on the Ever Blue CD and Beyond JP and ECAT, the new CD I got coming out. But my friend Dominic Paccioni, he's actually works at a hospital and has been taking care of patients because of the hospital he works. He's been taking care of COVID patients, and he did some of the photography that's on the YouTube. He took some of the pictures that are on there. So, everybody's getting together, trying to get an effort going. I gotta say, shout out to the people who are on that song that you just played, which is ECAP Pereira, who I play with all the time when I can. She's a great singer. She's on 2 CDs with me so far. So we're doing this project together, which should be out soon. JP and ECAT. She donated her time. She played piano on the song. I got to thank Dave Fagora from that area up there, who's played bass on there, a great bass player. Mike Weber, who's the drummer, he came on and tied everything together for us, and we really appreciate that. My friend Andy Bauer, all the way from New Orleans, and none of us ever got together when we did this. I mean, there's no way we can, but Andy recorded down in New Orleans, and we got the tracks, and we put them together, and just amazing stuff. We got Tom Perrone Jr. on harmonica, who blows some amazing harp there. Just did some real nice stuff, you heard. And I knew for the lead break I wanted somebody really special. I got my friend Brendan from the B. Christopher